Life is like driving a car. You either go slow or fast. Hi, I am Ivan Isada, a car racing champion. And this is Powershift. Getting ahead of the rest is the essence of any race. And since this show is about racing, we make sure that you will never be left behind on car racing news and events, here in the country and abroad. Here are this week's top news and events.
They did a dry run last year, 2013, or maybe early this year, 2014, January, with the media people and the celebrities, just in time for the Vios Cup for the 2014 series.
It's the first ever one-make race in the Philippines that's this big. We're talking about 30 cars on a race grid, which is unheard of in Philippine motorsports. So Toyota absolutely raised the bar when it comes to Philippine motorsports, and they changed the game. So now Toyota has made racing attainable by the grassroots. So, you know, the sport can get bigger and bigger and bigger here in the Philippines.
Well, definitely improving it. Toyota's doing a great job. I mean, umpisahan na tong Vios Cup, and hopefully, you know, from here it would start a trend of really professionalizing motorsports. It's the biggest motorsports event in the Philippines so far, and sana talaga tumuloy-tuloy. You know, after this, we do hope to see more motorsports events na talagang well-organized, fun. Everybody gets to watch, people, you know, come over, and it's a complete experience.
Just like movie and TV personalities, current motorsports champions are famous and are idolized by a lot of followers. Speed junkies Marlon Stockinger, Michelle Bumgarner, Stefano Marcelo, and Gabby Deler Merced are just to name a few who have recall to those who are not racing car aficionados. We will see what drives them to be the champions that they are now and what keeps them in tracks. So we are here with our featured speed junkie, Mr. Francis Aguila. Good afternoon, Mr. Francis Aguila.
Mr. Ivan.
Okay, so how or what are you driving?
Okay, well, this is an E36 M3 US spec. Well, it's a nice little car that happy to have and happy to be able to race.
Where do you let this car run? Where do you join?
Well, mostly DTMPH, which is a series mostly for 80s and 90s cars that ran in Germany, German touring cars, and occasionally in Circuit Showdown.
Oh, sir,
Thank you.
Want to invite the viewers to your races.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Our next race is in November. You can look us up in Facebook, Facebook/DTM Revival, and come out. Our next race is in Batangas Racing Circuit. We run together with the Manila Sports Car Club, with the Miata Cup. So it's a really great day. Entrance is free. So please come down, support Philippine Motorsport, Marlon Stockinger, you know, all these guys. Support Ivan here when he races. And yeah, please support the motoring industry.
Whether it's my name beside the flag, as long as it's a Filipino flag, I think it doesn't matter, you know. So as long as we're always raising awareness here in the country about motorsport and showing that we as Filipinos can compete, I think that's the important message. So whether I'm tagged Prince, King, whatever, as long as there's something there, then I think it's good.
When Powershift returns, we'll meet one of the country's racing legends as we look at some of the highlights and important personalities of Philippine motorsports history. Bienvenido Manalo, Pocholo Ramirez, Dante Silverio, Vip Isada. These are some of the great individuals that brought motorsports in the consciousness of the Filipino people. As we drive through memory lane, Powershift pays homage to the pillars of the sport who have started it all and have helped build to nurture motorsports in the country. This week, we are very honored to have with us one of the highly esteemed motorsports legends. He's none other than my father, who is 10-time national rally champion and also the only one to become a professional works factory rally driver. He's none other than Sergio Vip Isada. My being a car racing champion would not have been possible if not for the inspiration of motorsports legends. I'm fortunate to have been mentored personally by one. For me, he is a real champion on and off the tracks. What was your first car?
Well, the first car that I had to rally was actually a VW 1200. It's a Beetle Volkswagen 1200.
So how was racing then? Was it speed by speed already? Did you have a navigator that time?
Yes, actually the rallying before was patterned after the speed, time, and distance rally. So it means that you're running on a way that you have to be on time all the time. Actually, a lot of road safety.
Within those 10 years, what was your most memorable win?
Actually, the most memorable one was the first one. Because we have been fighting. I started in 1969. So it took me almost 18 years to be able to reach that point. I've been racing after or been rallying in motorsports competition. There was always one thing that kept me at bay. And it was the involvement of my parents actually, of your lolo and your lola. Okay, who keeps on saying that just be sure that you'll be safe when you come back. So that was actually the point where I keep on holding myself. In '87, your grandfather actually went to the starting line. And that was probably the sign already that a go signal was given to me. And from that time on, it was really drive to the best and drive to win. In order to enjoy the sports, okay, many think that they have to go and win. No. When you're in motorsports and you want to win, or just like in any other sports, you've got to build that passion. The passion is the one that will carry you. It is not the winning. The winning will just be a bonus for you later on. But the feeling of speed, the feeling of braking, the feeling of balancing, the feeling of competition, all of this is the one that will...
Just like your 10-time champions, you're always going #1 in the first stage. You're also the first one here in our episode. So thank you very much, Dad. And I hope we still get to see you on the racetrack beating the young ones sometimes.
I'll try my best. But, good luck to you and good luck to your show.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. What do you do in order to convert your regular car to become a race car? Is it costly? Where are the shops and experts in doing these kinds of car conversions? Let's take a look. Car conversion or transforming your regular car into a racing car requires resources, lots of patience, and the expertise of someone like Bernard C. of Goodwrench Performance.
I started racing like 15 years old. I started in drag racing illegally, so street racing. So that's siguro marami sa ibang racer ngayon nag-start din sa street racing, di ba? Sa street scene. So then I transferred sa go-kart And then I went back to drag racing legally. I once tried drifting and slalom and autocross.
Bernard personally supervises every conversion project brought to him.
Technically, I'm an engine builder. I graduated from UST Mechanical Engineering. Then, hindi naman ako nakapag-board kasi tinamad na ako. Then, so, yung uncle ko at saka auntie ko, umuwi galing sa States. They tried to put up this shop. Naging magka-partner kami. Yung participation ko dito sa shop as engine builder and for the race car setup lang. Hindi for the ordinary car na walk-in. Okay naman siya, maganda yung profit. Pero, syempre, minsan may downtime, di ba?
He has been in this trade for many years now and he really knows what he is doing as he is a racer himself.
As of now, I'm racing with a Philippine Mini Cooper Cup. Okay? Kasama yung race na yun sa event ng Philippine GT.
According to him, creating a racing car requires great attention to detail.
Performance car, pwede mo siya i-categorize na streetable pa rin siya. You can use it in the street, drive it around every day, most likely. Mas malakas lang siya sa regular car. You can categorize the car na performance na once, na soup up mo na yung suspension, abito na konti sa engine, sa body. Well, makikita mo yung difference eh. Wala nang aircon, konti na accessories, switches are hindi na gumagana on almost everything. So, yung race car, purely, you can use it on the race car lang. Well, you can drive it around, pero hindi komportable. Performance car, somehow, you can drive it around, medyo komportable ka pa, although medyo bumpy na because of the upgraded na suspension. Before the race car, kailangan sarili mo muna. Okay, you have to provide, syempre number one, helmet to provide your head. Hands device para sa neck mo, saka sa back. And syempre, fire suit. Okay, gloves, shoes, para ma-fit. Yung gloves, syempre, kailangan mo ng grip, diba? And shoes for the grip and feel sa pedals. And then, syempre, hands device na para sa head mo and neck. And then the seat belts. 4 points, 6 points, 5 points. Depende yon sa rate ng racing na papasukin mo.
When we continue, we will learn valuable car maintenance tips from the experts. How to keep your car trouble-free, that's next at Hum and Zoom here on Powershift. Getting to your destination on time and safely are always important considerations, particularly here in the Philippines, where the high number of injuries and deaths caused by traffic-related accidents make it a public health issue. That is why, aside from being a careful driver, we need to keep our vehicles in tip-top shape. Join us now as we share with you some driving and vehicle maintenance tips from the experts. With us today is Mr. Alvin Arquileta, who is Fleet Coordinator of HSDC or Honda Safety Driving Center Philippines. So good day, sir, and welcome to Powershift.
Good day, Ivan. Welcome at Honda Safety Driving Center.
So sir, ano ba mga kailangan natin i-check sa engine or sa mga fluids ng mga kotse?
Siyempre, yun nga, no? Yung brake fluid, kailangan nasa level natin siya. And then yung clutch fluid, then dapat nasa required amount siya, no? Next natin i-check din syempre is yung battery natin. Si battery, dahil nakatornilyo lang siya, kailangan alamin natin kung nakatight ba yung kanyang mga tornilyo. Si battery, natatakot kasi yung ibang driver. Akala nila may kuryente yung battery pag hinawakan natin. Importante na i-check din natin kasi kailangan malaman natin kung masikip ba or maluwag yung terminal. Kasi once na maluwag yung terminal natin, possible na hindi mag-start yung engine natin at isipin kagad ni driver, si engine yung may problema. And then meron din tayong chine-check dito kay battery na corrosion. Para siyang kalawang na namumuo sa loob between battery and then the terminal. Kailangan kung meron ng namumuo na corrosion, kailangan tatanggalin natin siya kasi binablock niya yung supply ng kuryente.
Then, next na importante na i-check din natin is yung radiator natin. Nowadays, meron tayong tinatawag na coolant reservoir, kung saan dito na po tayo naglalagay ng water. Dati kasi, mga lumang sasakyan natin, diretso tayo sa radiator. Ngayon, hindi na natin binubuksan si radiator. And then, ang pinakamaganda, we advise na ilagay natin sa coolant reservoir natin is yung distilled water. And then, may nabibili din naman tayo na isang solution na tinatawag na coolant na minimix din dun sa water para mas malamig yung isinusupply niyang fluid kay engine, no? And then, yung tinatawag na dugo ng ating makina or yung tinatawag na engine oil. Napaka-importante, first thing in the morning, before starting our engine, kailangan i-check din natin. Kailangan i-check natin yung dipstick kasi may level din to. Yung first pull, kailangan punasan natin siya para makita natin yung level nung maximum and then the minimum. Okay? And then, once na napunasan na natin siya, i-dip ulit natin siya para malaman natin kung nasa required level ba siya.
Planning to buy a new car or thinking of a trade-in? Choosing a car is not that straightforward. Aside from the looks, one has to contend with the engine and some other features that basically suit the would-be owner's preferences or personality. We will see them here at Car 360. Let us take a look at this week's featured car. The Chery car brand is an apex of integration of quality, functionality, and affordability. Founded and focused on the philosophy of independent innovation, Chery cars have developed tremendously through the years. It continuously elevates the level of brand, quality, and service in the automobile industry. The Chery Automobile Company has one of the most advanced and well-funded research and development units, and its production plants utilize state-of-the-art German car manufacturing technologies. Chery cars are products of great artistic and engineering form. These cars come in different shapes, sizes, and colors that will definitely suit every customer's needs and preferences. They are functional and trendy, while available purchasing schemes meet wide range of budget levels. Chery Motors Philippines promises to Filipino car buyers that what they are getting is a quality brand. They can match any Chery car with an equivalent car type model of the main car brands available at a cost almost 30% lower with no sacrifice in safety, quality, and riding experience. So sir, what are the development and design philosophies of Chery?
Alam mo, kung titignan mo yung lineup natin ng mga Chery cars, ang ina-emphasize natin yan, mobility for all. Meaning, yung mga units na binibenta ng Chery, kinakailangan maging abot kamay ng masa. Pero having said that, kung titignan mo rin yung mga design specifications niya, maraming surprises na hindi mo makikita sa mga ibang ordinaryo na mga sasakyan. Halimbawa, para sa QQ3. Yung QQ3, kala mo maliit lang siya, no? Na simpleng sasakyan. Pero kung i-drill down mo yung specifications niya, all power siya, no? So, merong power windows, power steering, backup sensor, no? Lahat ng design features na makikita mo sa isang luxury car, nandun sa QQ3. Ang maganda dito sa Chery, we design our own engines, no? We develop, we design, and then we manufacture our own engines. And at the same time, yung transmission, ganun din. Ang focus ng Chery globally is to be able to make entry-level cars very efficient, very affordable, tsaka environmental friendly.
How would you characterize Chery's after-sales support and maintenance service program?
Yeah, well, basically, as far as after-sales is concerned, I can say that my team is well equipped and competent. My team is composed of service advisor, parts officer, warranty and inventory officer. And for my service team, it's composed of two. I have a senior mechanic and chief mechanic. They also have a background for training in China. So at this point in time, our objective is customer satisfaction.
Okay. So at least sir, parating may papasok na cherry cars na pag kailangan na maintain, kayang-kaya nyo gawin at
Yes.
they're always there. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
So what are the current cherry car models that are available here in the Philippine market?
Well, Ivan, actually lahat ng nalabas natin today are all new models. Like for example, in the showroom, makikita natin yung QQ New Face, E5, Q22L, the ambulance is H5, Q22D, lahat yan for new models.
And that's it for today's show. Join us again next week for more motoring and car racing action here at Powershift.